I wanted to be in West Hollywood because I knew that there was a large gay population, but I didn't really think about it in terms of, well, how do you meet people here? You know, you go on Grindr or something like that, or you go to a bar, but that's not really meeting people.
I had moved to San Diego 4 months before the pandemic, was furloughed for 6 months, kind of like an empty, lonely time period.
I was always that kid that was always alone.
I was in a super black hole that I could not get out of.
I had a really happy life in Russia, but I was in closet, of course. I have probably 2 friends in LA, and they're always busy, always working.
I was in desperate need of gay friends in my life. Facebook suggested a group to me, and that group was California Gay Adventures. And I saw that, and being an avid outdoorsman already, I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I've been waiting for. So I joined, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made.
I've been on thousands and thousands of adventures in my life. And when I went to CGA, it's the first time I went on an adventure with someone else that was gay. Is that mind-blowing?
I was always nervous to explore some of this kind of like manly outdoor stuff.
You don't really see the gay community, being known for that.
Someone that's not as experienced can go on these adventures and feel comfortable doing something that's more extreme than they could do on their own.
We went to Coyote Gulch in Utah, this Red Rock canyon system. Backpacking is serious stuff. There's lots and lots of dangers out there. A couple of them were first timers, and I worked with them, personally to get them ready, to make sure that they had all the right gear. I love that kind of adventure, and I love that kind of challenge.
We got forced into a stereotypical box that said gays are not adventurous. Now that CGA's opened that door, it's floodgates opening.
So I'm definitely more inclined to the hikes. I have signed up for my first camping trip.
I've never backpacked, but I want to do a backpacking trip. I've never off-roaded. I want to do an off-roading trip. So it builds your confidence and makes you realize, why have I been nervous to explore this?
I was super, super nervous.
I was very hesitant at first.
I actually kind of chickened out.
Meeting a bunch of people that know each other, and then you don't know anybody.
I was so afraid that I was going to be rejected for being too old or for not being ripped.
There are some, not as many, kind of older men, but there's enough.
CGA really made me feel super comfortable. It is incredibly friendly.
After the first hike, everything just clicked into place.
Hiking with a group of people feels very comfortable. It's easy to have conversations. Start out maybe at the front of the pack and then kind of drift back and talk to people on the back.
You're going to meet dozens of people that you like and that like you. You're going to make new friends, and don't hesitate. Just jump in and do it.
I have never met more gay Cambodians in my life. I call them my Asian support system. 5 of them that I'm really close to, and I found out I'm related to one of them. We met during CGA is priceless.
It makes it different when you are around people that have the same view on life. Yeah, I'm really happy that I found people that I can connect with here.
I've always made it a mission of mine to get to know every individual that I meet on these events,
especially new people, to make sure that they know they're welcome. If I have a question about anything, literally any place in the world, I'm going to get a half a dozen guys in our group that are going to answer me back that know the answer.
It's not just inviting people and telling them to show up at a certain place at a certain time, but I think it's then fostering an environment once people have already arrived that makes it a really enjoyable experience.
Everyone in the higher positions of small councils, all the captains, they portray that same feeling.
At every event is that we want to keep the culture this exact same way. No matter how large the group grows, the inclusiveness, the welcoming, not making anybody feel left out. That's the heart of CGA, I feel is that welcome.
I have never felt more sure of myself. And my friend called me out on it too. You can no longer say that you're shy or you're an introvert. You are a social butterfly now, because I was talking to everyone in the group and there was a good 60 people. That's how much I love CGA. That's how much it means to me.